If you've ever thought to yourself, who am I to close this deal? Or I don't belong in this room where these high-level decision makers are, you're not alone. That voice has a name, imposter syndrome. And in sales, it's one of the biggest silent setbacks, keeping good reps from becoming great closers. But you may find this surprising. Even high-performing sales reps struggle with imposter syndrome. Hi, I'm Christine Harrington, the Savvy Sales Lady, and today we're tackling imposter syndrome, the mindset trap that makes you doubt your own competence, even when your results prove you're capable. I'll break down how it impacts your sales success, and more importantly, I'll give you clear steps to break free. So let's get into it. What is imposter syndrome? How does that look in sales? Well, imposter syndrome. Oh, yes, you too can be a podcaster. It's when you over prepare before calls, but still hesitate to ask the closing questions. You discount your price because you don't believe you're worth it. You discount it before the prospect even asks for a discount. You hold back from prospecting decision makers, especially CEOs and VPs, because you're thinking you're not on their level. Or maybe you land a big client, but instead of celebrating, you feel like you just got lucky. Now, let's go back to a second on you hold back from prospecting decision makers like CEOs and VPs because you're thinking you're not on their level. It doesn't matter who you prospect, whether it's the CEO or a sales manager, a mid-tier sales manager. You're a peer no matter what level you're on. Always keep that in mind. You're at the same level as a CEO. You're at the same level as the VP. You're at the same level of a mid-level sales manager. So don't think that they're higher than you. They're not. You're all on the same playing field. Okay. So the problem generally that I find in coaching isn't ability. It's the mindset whispering, you're not enough. And I've heard that so many times. Matter of fact, last week, when I did a mindset reset virtual training, the number one issue I heard from sales reps was, I'm not good enough. It's astounding. So in sales, mindset is everything. If you walk into a meeting questioning your right to be there, prospects can feel it. Now, confidence sells, doubts stall. But it's more than being confident. It's being self-assured, and self-assured looks like acting with poise, assertiveness, and a calm certainty in themselves. You have to develop that calm certainty when you walk into that selling situation. But what does imposter syndrome do? It quietly erodes your confidence until opportunities slip away. So let's reframe this and why high performers struggle with this more. Because here's the irony. Imposter syndrome doesn't strike the unmotivated, it strikes high achievers. Let me say that again. Imposter syndrome doesn't strike the unmotivated, it strikes high achievers. The people setting big goals, pushing into new territory, or stepping into leadership roles. If you're experiencing it, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of growing. So let's go to the 3-step framework that I've developed in order to overcome imposter syndrome. And that is, number 1, when you're having that negative thought, that doubt, you want to catch it. You want to catch the thought. When you hear that inner critic saying, "You're not qualified," stop it and name it. This is imposter syndrome talking. Awareness is the first crucial step to controlling imposter syndrome. All right, number 2, collect the evidence. I talk about this all the time. Write down your wins, your client results, your closed deals, large and small. Keep a proof journal, or a success journal is what I call it. When doubt creeps in, you fight back with facts. So that proof journal, that success journal, is about writing down the evidence that you do know how to sell and you can close deals. Okay, that's what it's for, as a reminder to you when imposter syndrome rears its ugly head. Next, you're going to choose the identity. You're not trying to be a salesperson. You are one. Language matters. Stop saying, "I hope I can close this deal." Start saying, "I guide prospects to the right decisions." Identity drives action, and action drives confidence. Okay. Next, here's some practical sales applications. Before every call, run this quick reset in your mind. Do 1 minute of deep breathing. Read one past success story from your success journal, or maybe you do what I do. I collect success stories from other people. And they're usually videos. And I love to play those videos. And then say out loud, I've done this before. I can do it again. Saying it out loud is more powerful than saying it in your head. Because when you say it out loud, you're not only speaking it, you're hearing it. So be sure you say it out loud. I've done this before. I can do it again. And say it with passion, right? I've done this before. I can do this again. Yes, you can. You walk into that meeting grounded now, not second guessing. So I used to do these rituals before I'd walk into a sales call when I was on the road all the time. And I would sit and I would imagine how that entire meeting was going to go. And if some self-doubt creeped in, I would do this quick reset out loud in my car before I went into the meeting. So I want to suggest that you do the same thing too. It does work. It mentally prepares you. And you know what I mean. If you walk into a meeting and let's say that you just got in a fight with your teenager over the phone and you walk into this meeting with that thought still in your mind, you know how that meeting is going to go. It's not going to go as well as if you grounded yourself by detaching yourself from that conversation with your teenager, running through a quick reset and reminding yourself how this meeting is going to proceed. Mental preparedness is just as important as being physically prepared for a meeting. Okay. Imposter syndrome may be part of your story, but it doesn't have to write your ending. The moment you own that truth is the moment sales starts feeling less like pressure and more like purpose. Now, if this resonated with you, I want you to take the next step. Book a Sales Lifeline session with me, and let's work together to uncover what's holding you back. You don't have to fight imposter syndrome alone. And the link for this will be in the description area of the video. But if you want to hang on and learn a little more about me and about the Sales Lifeline coaching session, then watch this quick video. I'm like you, a regular salesperson who bumped up against trying to cold call and failed, trying to close deals and failed, getting all tongue-tied when asking for the sale. Major fail. I've been in sales for 4 decades and I've failed a lot. Think about this. I've had 40 years of rejection hitting me in the face. But in spite of all the rejection, I built 3 $30 million books of business over a 40-year time span. Not 1, but 3. How did I do this? I cracked the code for cold calling. Over the past 11 years, I have coached and trained hundreds of salespeople just like you on my cold calling system. But hey, why should you listen to me? Here's why.
Hi, this is Olivia Mitchell with Crouching Tigers. I hired Christine to cold call for my company, and she was able to sell 26 accounts in 9 days. I actually had to ask her to put the brakes on it as we needed to hire more staff. You will definitely benefit from Christine's course.
And there are many more testimonials. drop the word coach in the comments below and I'll send you a link to schedule a coaching session. And I'll share a few of my cold calling techniques that you can use immediately. Cold calling doesn't need to feel embarrassing. I can give you the words to use, plus the technique and the system, so you'll feel and sound like a professional. Why not learn a few powerful but simple tips to help you close sales? Type coach in the comment section below, and I'll reply with the link so you can book a time that's best for you to schedule your 30-minute coaching session. That's all you need to do to begin winning again. Stay savvy. Okay, that link will be in the description area below. And I will be back on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to give you more tips on selling, on mindset, and everything in between. And you know what I always say, stay savvy. Bye-bye.